Do you believe that in the entire world of possibilities in the English language, and in the entire world of possibilities in all of human psychology, that there is a way to phrase a sentence or a question or position it in such a way that radically increases the likelihood that people will act or respond the way you want? And if you did believe that such a way existed, wouldn't you want to know what it was? Hi, I'm Conrad Flynn, and I'm offering a free 10-day mini course in which I'm going to show you how to response hack your email with my top 10 methods for sending email that not only gets people to open and read it right away, but also radically increases the likelihood that they'll take the action you want. These are my top 10 techniques, my top 10 response hacks that my team and I actually use for our clients' email to get people to open messages, click on links, watch a video, a blog post, even purchase something, or place a phone call or request an appointment. You see, the most professionals that I talk to are frustrated by email. It's hard to get people to open and read a message, let alone actually take some type of action. Now, this frustration isn't just with sending email marketing or sending emails to prospects and leads that you're trying to consult with or sell to. No, the same frustration actually extends down to colleagues, perhaps friends, family members, and even employees. But there is a better way. You see, for the last 10 years or more of my professional life, I've been devoted to the study of what truly drives response, what truly prompts people to act. Actually, I remember being obsessed with this even from the time I was a little kid. I was probably 8 or 9 years old, and this is one of my earliest memories of doing this. I was probably about 8 or 9 years old, and I stayed homesick from school one day. And my mom took me to the doctor. I could have been faking it. I don't remember. And afterward, we went to the pharmacy. And I remember seeing on the shelf at the pharmacy, there were about 4 or 5 different brands of children's cough syrup. And 4 of the boxes, made by different people, sold by different companies, 4 of the boxes looked pretty much the same. They said the same things, they used the same colors, they had the same type of graphics, the same general design scheme. Even though they were completely different companies, they all looked like they belonged together. And then there was one that didn't fit that mold at all, that was completely different. And I remember looking at these products on the shelf and thinking, this is my 8 or 9-year-old self, thinking, someone here knows something that the other guy doesn't. So the reason why those 4 boxes are the same is for a reason. And ever since then, I've been, frankly, obsessed with finding out what that reason was. So it's no wonder why I became a direct response marketing strategist. So now it's my job to help companies do this systematically and help them figure it out for themselves. So the 5-day mini course that I'm offering here, I've designed it very specifically to be highly actionable, and it will come to you each day in a short lesson, usually delivered in video. You'll be able to consume it in 3 to 5 minutes and start acting on it right away. And the reason why I did that is because I don't like sitting in a classroom for hours, and I don't like, watching a webinar for an hour and then feeling like I have to take notes, and then feeling like later I have to read those notes and then somehow decide and figure out how to act on that information. This way, you get a little bit each day, and you can actually start practicing the tips and tricks virtually instantaneously without even thinking about it. And once you do them a few times, it really becomes second nature, and the more successful you'll be. Now, the truth is, I need to record this content anyway because I often deliver these talks in front of college classrooms. So I need to capture the content anyway, and the reason why I'm doing it in this format is really for a few reasons. The first one, I thought, well, if I need to record it anyway, it would be a good opportunity for you to maybe get this information that you wouldn't have otherwise had access to, but also I think it's going to be a really good opportunity for me to get some feedback, and I hope you'll ask some questions or give me some type of feedback along the way that might help me improve the content. You see, in the college classroom, even though I always ask for feedback, I rarely get any real objective input, and the reason is, I think, you're raised from the time that you're little. You sit in a classroom and you listen, and you don't talk back to the teacher, and you certainly don't give them constructive input, or certainly not criticism. So in the classroom, I don't usually get a lot of input from people, but I'm hoping in this format that I will. The fact is that I did write this course for several colleges and business schools here in my area, which is eastern Pennsylvania. And the course is offered, and I'm able to give it away for free right now because school's not in session, and the schools, they don't care what I do with it when I'm not competing with the course that they currently have on the books. So it really is free, though the bartender and mixologist in me says that I should accept tips, and I will, but only if the content is valuable to you and only if the service is excellent. So I know what you're thinking. Okay, well, it's free, so he's definitely going to try to sell us something, and he already told us he's a marketer, so he's definitely going to try to sell us something. The truth is, I may, although that's not my intention. You see, over the next 10 days in this mini training series, I hope that we get to know each other a little bit, and if we do, and if you decide that it would be valuable for us to have a one-on-one conversation and explore ways that we can partner or work together further in some way, then I hope we do that. But the reality is that's up for you to decide and not me. So there really is no obligation, other than I hope that at some point you'll hit reply and send me some feedback. And if it's good, maybe you'll pass it on to someone else who will get some value out of it too. So I guess really that's all I'm asking for. So you could join me on the 10-day training response hacking email, basically applying tried and true direct response marketing and advertising techniques to your personal communications. That's really what it's all about. The tips work in any format, not just email. We will use email as sort of the vehicle to practice and implement the response hacks, but they work in person. They work on the phone. They certainly work on social media. You could use it in a text message. They do work. So these are the most tried and true techniques. Us direct response marketers have used this stuff forever to get people to respond to ads and open emails and so on and so forth. But you can learn how to use them in your own personal communications, or of course, if you're writing email marketing, this will also be extremely beneficial. So you can enter your name and email address right now, and you could join me on the 10-day mini-series. We're getting ready to start, and I hope you'll join me. And again, it is completely free, so enter your name and email address right now, and I'll see you on the other side.